Sanity has finally arrived in the Batcave. Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. Sanity, guys. Sanity has finally arrived here in the Batcave. It is well over 3 years in the making. And a lot of you are saying, I can't believe Chris never got this piece. It is Chris's theme. It's Batman surrounded by his villains. And the truth of the matter is when this first came out, I just didn't want to spend the money. This is a very expensive piece, but it is worth it because there's so much going on here. This is a 1/6 scale piece. There's a color version, which I actually saw at Fan Expo Denver years ago when it was on display at GFX, but I never have seen this one. This is the very first time I'm laying eyes in person on the smoke version. And the smoke version is one that has always spoken to me. But again, the prices, there's only 109 of these, so the prices went through the roof, obviously, because there's not very many. It is a rare version of this. And so I just never thought it was going to happen for me. And whenever they premiered this, even in front of David Finch, I think it might have even been back in like 2018 or something like that, they showed it to him and it had no color. And that's the version I wanted. And I actually commented to XM and I said, you should do a non-color version. And they did. And this is the result. It is Batman surrounded by his villains. And I absolutely love David Finch. It is based on one of his commissions. And as you know, if you watch this channel, you know that I have been getting so many David Finch original pieces. It is absolutely become my favorite things in my collection. And now having this piece caps it off, because now I have all of Finch's villains all in statue form to complement the art. And that is going to mean so much to me. And so this is definitely turning into one of my most prized possessions that I have here in the collection, along with the Finch art. And I still cannot believe that I own this. I even talked about this piece whenever I had dinner with David a few weeks ago at a private event. We talked about this piece and what it meant to see this piece in person and for them to do a piece inspired by his art. And he was blown away. I am blown away. This is a true grail. And I know that that is something that we don't like to say very much in this hobby, but this for me is a grail. It is a phenomenal piece of artistry. And that's exactly what the talented artists at XM Studios did with this piece. And so I'm going to review it for you guys. I know that you guys have seen this one before, but maybe it's new to some of you, and maybe you can appreciate all the hard work that David and XM put into this piece. All right, guys, so I know you've seen this before. Chances are, this is an older piece at this point, but I have to show this to you. I have to, hear my thoughts, share my thoughts with you, because this is definitely a special piece. The fact that I love David Finch's art, and everybody says, Chris, how could you not have this piece? You're the Batman statue collector. You love Batman surrounded by his villains, and that's exactly what this is. And so this piece has a lot of sentimental meaning for me, and just the fact that it's finally here. It's just unbelievable. Obviously, this one is the smoke version. I believe there was 109 made worldwide. It's 6 scale, and let me go into a little closer camera angle here. So you can really appreciate the sculpt, whereas the paint is great. The color version is awesome, but at the end of the day, this one to me speaks to me. It's more classic art, I guess you could say, but also it is kind of the image of Batman's villains forming around him, all in his mind, and it just really speaks to me with the black and white version, the smoke version. But let's look at some of the other characters. Let's look at some of the detail here. Obviously, you have Penguin there, which looks fantastic. Again, the level of detail. Got his umbrella as he's coming out of the smoke. Of course, you've got the incredible Harley Quinn right there. I love the way her jester portrait is, and she's got the mallet as well, right there. Got some nice details, obviously the diamonds, and I love that she's classic Harley. You also have Mr. Freeze back here. The only bad thing about this one is that it doesn't have the glass dome. I would love to fit him with one. So if anybody knows what size it is, or if you can get one somewhere, please leave the comments. I've never liked his freeze gun. I wish it could have been a little bit more detailed. But again, they just did it the way Finch drew it. Just looks fantastic to me. Of course, you have Catwoman here as well. Really like the way they did her. Beautiful portrait. It's really nice. And then, of course, her detail of her costume. It's kind of just cool not to see her all in black because her costume gets so lost in black. But you have basically all three sirens together. You also have Poison Ivy right there. Kind of hard to get into her portrait there, guys. Sorry. But you can see some of the detail on her arm going up, and she's got the fist. So those three obviously look really great together. And then, of course, we've got Scarecrow back here, looking crazy. Again, very much like my art. I like that he's clawing at Batman. I got a little styrofoam there. That's going to be stubborn. I'll get it. There, maybe I got it. I don't know. Anyway, just awesome. Scarecrow's got his fear gun, fear toxin, but it's that classic Scarecrow, which looks great. And then, of course, Batman himself, which looks really awesome. Again, nice paint, and he is painted. I also really like that the cape flares out. I wish it wasn't blocked so much because I really did like the way it looked before I started putting some of the other characters on. But you can see the way it kind of flares out on both sides, which looks great. But again, the characters kind of hide it. You also see that he's got vines around his leg. So the vine actually goes down. Catwoman's actually sitting on the vine. Goes around his leg, which looks awesome. Got Two-Face back here. Getting ready to flip the coin. And then, of course, you have his gun, which is awesome. You don't get to see Two-Face with the gun very often, but look at the difference in his suit. You got the pinstriping and then the smooth suit. But his face looks great. Got the Joker up here, looking crazy. I love the way his tie is flying in the wind. He's almost like he's trying to kind of reach around Batman and choke him, which looks great. And of course, you have the bang flag without the bang on it. But yeah, Joker is really good. Awesome portrait. You got Man-Bat there in the back, looking crazy. Of course, you've got the big giant wings back here as well. So that looks awesome. And then that, of course, goes into Clayface. As I spin this around, let me see if I can get in a little tighter for you guys. Look at that. It's so crazy. Just the detail on him. Kind of give you guys some close-up details here. Kind of go around, look at the portraits of all the different characters. Mr. Freeze. So cool. Look at that. Catwoman. And Scarecrow there. Ivy, of course, right there. And then we've got Penguin. Looking great. And then Bane, we can't really get to his portrait very well, but you can kind of see it there. It's kind of hard to get to. Also, look at this. We got Easter eggs because Riddler was not included. So we've got one there. I'm going to kind of zoom out here. I know there's another one over here. I don't know if there's more than just the two. But, and of course, you have all the great rock work down here as well, all the way around the base. That, you know, it's the Batcave. He's in the Batcave. So, but again, just having those question marks, it's really cool. But, again, as I kind of zoom out here, like, this piece is so awesome. I cannot believe it's finally here. It's been a long time coming to have this piece in the Batcave. I'm thinking about maybe putting him in the middle here. I'm going to kind of wait and see. I'm going to kind of play it around with it. I'm terrified to move it. But It is awesome. And I'd like to thank the seller that sold it. He gave me an amazing price. And so I can finally say the Batman statue collector has sanity. It was insane to not have it for as long as I did. But XM Studios did a phenomenal job on this piece. Again, my only nitpick is that I would like the glass dome for freeze. But otherwise, this piece is just literally insane. What an idea. And again, based on the art of my favorite artist, David Finch. And so it's just really awesome to see this thing in person. I've never seen this in person outside of the color one I did see at Denver Fan Expo. But to me, I like this one so much more. This has a very special place in my heart, and I'm so glad that it is finally here. All right, guys, I know you've seen this before, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I do thank you for watching, and thank you again for making this channel dream of mine come true. Thank you for supporting the channel like you guys do, and I can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys. And I'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.